Hello students. Now in previous video we have discussed about what is the integrated rate equation for zero order reaction. Now when there is a change in the order of the reaction, there will be change in the integrated equation also. So for different order reaction we have different integrated rate equation. In this video we have to see about the integrated rate equation of first order reaction. You know already that in first order reaction, the rate of reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of one reactant only. Or we can say the first power of the concentration of the reactant. And so that we will see now how we can find out the integrated rate equation for the first order reaction. So consider the reaction. R is going to give the P. R is reactant, P is product. Rate we can express in terms of differential equation as minus d into concentration of R by dt. Also we can express the rate. Rate is equal to K into concentration of R raised to 1. That is anything that is equal to raised to power 1, that will be giving you the same number. So rate is equal to K into concentration of R. Now we have got this is as equation 1, this is as equation 2. Equating both the equation 1 and 2, we are getting the equation as minus d into concentration of R upon dt is equal to K into concentration of R. Now just making a little rearrangement of this equation, dt goes to this side and concentration of R comes to this side, we get the equation concentration of d into d minus d into concentration of R upon concentration of R is equal to K into dt. This equation multiply with the minus 1, right? And therefore you will get the equation minus into minus will be positive and this is positive, so it will come minus. So minus dr upon concentration of R will be coming positive. Therefore the equation becomes d into concentration of R upon concentration of R is equal to minus K into dt. Now integrating this equation 3 on both sides, you will get that integration of d into concentration of R upon concentration of R is equal to minus K into dt. Now here we are going to use two equations or two formulas, I will say. Integration of dx upon x is equal to ln of x. Integration of dx is equal to x. These two formulas I am going to use to solve this equation. So ln of concentration of R is equal to minus K into T plus I. This way I have got this equation 4 because ln of d upon integration of d into concentration of R upon R will give you ln of R according to this formula, and K is the constant, so we are not including it in the integration. Therefore dt, integration of dt will give you the answer T according to this formula, right? And thus equation 4 we have got that ln of concentration of R is equal to minus K into T plus I. This is equation 4. Now this I is the constant of integration. Now we have to find out value for constant of integration I. So that we have to assume at T is equal to 0, concentration of R is equal to R0, right? Therefore ln of R0, instead of R I am going to put now value R0 into is equal to minus K into 0 plus I, right? Now I is equal to ln of R0. This is the value for I we have got. Now substitute this value in equation 4. In equation 4 when you substitute this value, our equation will become ln of concentration of R is equal to minus K into T plus ln of R0, right? Now just make a little transfer. Kt will come this side and ln of R will go that side. So this rearrangement will give you the equation Kt is equal to ln of R0 minus ln of concentration of R. Now here I am going to use this formula ln of A minus ln of B is equal to ln of A upon B. This formula I am going to use for this equation. So I'll get Kt is equal to ln of R0 upon R, because here ln of R0 minus ln of R. So this is A and this is B. Then it will be ln of A upon B, and therefore here we can write ln of R0 upon R. This way I have got this equation. Now if we want to replace this ln term, then we have to multiply it with the 2.303. That is, we are going to convert from natural log to the base 10. And therefore, you have to multiply it with the 2.303, this number. And so, this equation will be returning, we can written as Kt is equal to 2.303 log of R0 upon R. Now, T we are bringing to this side. Therefore, K is equal to 2.303 upon T into log of R0 upon R. This is the equation we have got for the rate constant of first order reaction. Let us see what is the next. Now students, we are going to see when two different concentrations given at two different times, then how you are going to calculate the rate constant. So consider over here, the reaction is R to P that we have already considered. Now here at time T1, concentration of R is R1. At time T2, concentration of R is R2. Means at time T0, concentration of R is R0. At time T1 means after some time, if you check the concentration of R, then it will be somewhat different as compared to initial concentration. So we have considered here concentration of R as R1. Now at time T2 means after some more time, if you check the concentration of R, then it will be again different as compared to at time T1. So we have considered here at time T2 concentration of R is R2. So considering this equation, now ln of concentration of R is equal to minus K into T plus ln of concentration of R0. At time T1, if I want to write this equation, then the equation will become ln of concentration of R1 is equal to minus K into T1 plus ln of R0. This will be equation 1. At time T2, ln of R2 is equal to minus K into T2 plus ln of R0. This is equation 2. Now we are going to subtract equation 2 from equation 1. When we are subtracting equation 2 from equation 1, then ln of R1 minus ln of R2 is equal to minus K into T1 minus K into T2 plus ln of R0 minus ln of R0. These two terms will be cancelled. And now again we are going to use this formula, ln of A minus ln of B is equal to ln of A upon B. Therefore, the equation will become ln of concentration of R1 upon concentration of R2 is equal to K into T2 minus T1. Now, if we want to find out value of K, the rearrangement will be done in this way, that T2 upon T1 we are taking this side. So, K is equal to 1 upon T2 minus T1 into ln of concentration of R1 upon concentration of R2. If we want to convert it into log to the base 10, multiply it with the 2.303. So, K is equal to 2.303 upon T2 minus T1 into log of concentration of R1 upon concentration of R2. This way, you can calculate the rate constant when you are getting two different concentration of reactant at two different time. So, this equation you can use for the calculation, and most probably for the numerical, they may give you the data according to different time intervals or different time, the different concentrations. That time also you can use this equation in order to calculate the rate constant for first order reaction. Now let us think about the examples of the first order reaction. So here first example is of the decomposition of H2O2. If H2O2 undergo decomposition, it will produce water and oxygen gas. You all know decomposition reactions. In that, a single reactant will undergo decomposition or will split into two different compounds or two different elements, right? So here hydrogen peroxide will produce water and oxygen gas. But when we check for the rate of the reaction, then the rate of the reaction entirely depend upon the concentration of hydrogen peroxide only. So rate is equal to K into concentration of H2O2 raised to 1. We will see another example. Now students, see the second reaction, that is hydrogenation of ethene. Hydrogenation of ethene, that is C2H4 plus H2 gives C2H6. Here the rate is entirely depend upon the concentration of ethene and not on the concentration of hydrogen gas. This is also first order reaction. Now all natural and radioactive element, means naturally occurring radioactive element and artificially prepared radioactive element, they are undergoing disintegration process. You all know that radioactive element will have spontaneous emission of the radiation. So they are undergoing disintegration process by this spontaneous emission of the radiation. These all natural or artificial decays are the example of first order reaction. Here one example I have taken, that is radium undergoing decay producing radon and helium. Always the natural or artificial radioactive decay taking place when a heavy element gets splitted into two smaller elements. Means a big nuclei will split into two smaller nuclei. So here entirely the rate of the reaction depend upon the concentration of radium. So rate is equal to K into concentration of Ra. Now if suppose N0 is the initial concentration of radioactive element and N is the number of atoms of element present, number of atoms of this radioactive element present after time t, then you can write the rate constant equation as 2.303 upon t into log of N0 upon N. This equation you can use while solving the numerical problems related to the radioactive decay. Now we will think about what is the nature of the graph obtained for first order reaction. Now for that purpose, consider this equation we have already derived in that rate constant equation, that ln of R is equal to minus K into T plus ln of R naught. If I compare this equation with the equation of straight line, that is y is equal to mx plus c, then ln of R0 will be the intercept. On y-axis I have to take ln of concentration of R. X-axis the time will be there and the slope of this graph will be minus k. Now here the graph is drawn. Ln of concentration of R on y-axis versus time at x-axis. The graph is a straight line graph which is coming down. You all know that when there is a reaction taking place, reactant concentration goes on decreasing. So this graph is coming in this way, a straight line graph having a negative slope, that is slope is equal to minus k, and the intercept is ln of R naught. You all know the concept of intercept, that intercept where the straight line or curve cuts the or intersects the y-axis. So ln of R0 will be intercept and slope is equal to minus k, or we can write k is equal to minus slope. This way you are getting a graph when you plot it, ln of concentration of R versus concentration of T. Now if suppose this equation I am considering with the log, so 2.303 log of concentration of R is equal to minus k into T plus 2.303 log of R0. In this way I have converted this natural log to the base 10. Now dividing this equation by 2.303 on both sides, here 2.303 log of concentration of R upon 2.303 is equal to minus k into T upon 2.303 plus 2.303 log of concentration of R0 upon 2.303. Now 2.303 here also cancel, here also cancel. So if I bring this log of R0, log of R will be going over that side and KT will be coming this side. Then KT will become positive, right? So log of concentration of R0 upon R is equal to K into T upon 2.303. If I compare this equation with the straight line equation, that is y is equal to mx plus c, then here no intercept is there in this equation. So intercept is not there. On y-axis we will take log of concentration of R0 upon concentration of R. On x-axis we are going to take time, and when we plot this graph of log of R0 upon R on this x-axis. So here x-axis will have log of concentration of R0 upon R. Concentration of R on this y-axis, and x-axis if t is there, as there is no intercept, means a graph is a straight line passing through the origin. So you are getting a graph with the straight line passing through the origin, and the slope that is equal to m. M will be k upon 2.303. Here I have compared this. That time m value will be k upon 2.303. So slope of this graph will be k upon 2.303. In this way you are getting two graphs for first order reaction. First is ln of concentration of R versus T, having intercept is equal to ln of R0 and slope is equal to minus k. And another graph on y-axis log of concentration of R0 upon concentration of R, and x-axis T. The graph is the straight line passing through the origin having slope k upon 2.303. So I hope student this video will be helpful for you to understand integrated rate equation for first order reaction. If you like this video, please like and subscribe my channel, and if you have any query, please write in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.